be pointed at someone for our poor spending habits, and it sure ain't gonna be ourselves. Hi friends, hi. My name is Mia and this is my virtual vanity, a place where we both love makeup and we're quite critical of it. And welcome to Miamas Day 3, which is a bit late, but you know, work, adulting, that kind of shit. We've got quite a lot of new people in. Welcome. I hope you guys enjoy my content. I am really happy to have you all here and I'm hoping you guys will have a good time. Without further ado, let's get into the topic of the video. What I want to talk about today is shit YouTube made me buy, because literally all of these YouTubers broke into my house, held a gun to my head and forced me to buy all of this shit. I mean, it's not like I have poor impulse control and magpie tendencies and I just like everything that's shiny. That's not a factor at all. I'm going to talk about things that I remember I bought because of specific people that I enjoy watching. Because there have been a lot of things that I've bought because of YouTube in general, such as Colourpop, Makeup Revolution, tons and tons of mascaras, different primers, stuff like that that I just kept hearing about, but I can't pinpoint the exact person that made me decide to go at it. So in this video, we're only going to talk about products that I remember who made me buy it. Let's talk first eyeshadow. So I've got 3 brands of eyeshadow that I bought because of YouTube. And the first one, the OG, so the row over here, this is Igneous Cosmetics, and I bought this because of my friend Liana from Chronically Chic. If you like social justice topics and various deep diving into heavy topics as well as makeup talk, then you will really enjoy her channel. The second row is Sydney Grace, which I've bought because of Sarah Hubler, and this is not the only thing that I've bought from Sarah. So while Igneous Cosmetics is more airy, a more light formula, buildable with a more subtle shift, Sydney Grace packs a punch. In both mattes and shimmer, very heavily pigmented, but also very blendable and very workable. I don't think Sydney Grace are beginner shadows, but I do think that anyone with like medium makeup experience will really enjoy them. The third row is because of Angelica Nyquist, and this is Luxie Beauty shadows. I think she did like a swatching video, and you know, aside from the fact that I wanted to roll into that whole sparkle dust like a chinchilla would roll in dust and emerge just sparkly and renewed, I was like, you know what, I gotta buy this. And the great thing about Luxie is that they've got amazing price points. Like I believe one single is $3 or so, both mattes and shimmers, so you can't really beat that price for that amazing indie quality. While we're on the topic of eyeshadow, let's start pointing fingers at Hannah Louise Poston, because I keep buying shit because of her, to the point where I know that if Hannah likes it, most probably I will like it too. I bought a bunch of things because of her, and I'll start with the latest stuff that I bought, and that is Asian Beauty from YesStyle. So I bought this MISSHA Blue Holo Prism eyeshadow. This is how it looks like swatched. It's got a reddish base with a beautiful icy flip. I feel that this one is very similar to Colourpop Glass Bowl, just icier and more reflective. So if you want a similar thing but you don't want to buy from YesStyle, or YesStyle isn't available in your country, I think Colourpop Glass Bowl does the trick for this one. But I really do like it. It's beautiful, it's reflective, it's a really nice topper shade or all over lid shade. It makes the lid look wet or on top of any other shadow. It just gives it such a beautiful mirror-like sheen. It's great as a pop in the middle for an halo eye, especially if you work with a bit of color contrast, if you're giving it like a red halo eye or a peachy orange one, this blue shift just pops. Mwah, amazing. I also bought one of the 3CE blushes because of her, and this is in Peach Splash. I don't think this is the exact shade that she spoke of, but I picked the shade that I thought would be most unique in my collection. This is the swatch below the Prism shadow. What I really like about this is that this is quite of a neutral leaning peach. Not too pink, not too orange. It's been one of my most used blushes lately. What I also like is that it's got this smoothie like color, this pastel base to it. I dare say it may have some whitish base, whitish tone into it. I'm not sure how it would work on darker skin tones, I'm afraid. But that is specifically why I like it, because it just looks milky on the skin, like doll-like, painted. It's absolutely gorgeous. Another thing that I bought because of her, this is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. This is a pore feeling, smoothing, blurring primer. It's quite pricey because it is Urban Decay, but it is a gorgeously performing product. You really need just a little because the formula is extra thick. However, if you don't like very creamy, very heavy formulas in your primers, you won't enjoy this, but I really do like it. For reference, I've got really dry skin. I am the Sahara Desert. I crack and peel in the winter like an old boot. Another item that I bought because of Hannah is Maybelline Beige Babe. She had a period where she was like into really concealery type lips, and she kept speaking about this, and I couldn't find it in stores. I was so pissed because I was like, I am so oppressed for living in Eastern Europe where it's not a war zone, and it's not like I'm going hungry, and it's not like we've got an oppressive government, just very stupid politicians, but I'm so oppressed for not being able to get this one particular lipstick. My life is so hard. And eventually when I went to visit my friend in the UK, I finally managed to grab these from a Boots store. This is really pretty. I need a bit of a darker lip liner to make it work for me, because otherwise I feel that the contrast is a bit too stark. But this is a beautiful, creamy, comfortable matte formula, and I do recommend it if you're into that whole UK MUA too dark for you foundation, halo eye, overlined lips type of look. But yeah, but no, seriously, it's a beautiful lipstick. It's a beautiful nude tone. Let's talk about Paulina Beauty. Paulina Beauty is one of my faves. She's so unproblematic. She sticks to her makeup lane. Her dog is adorable, and she gives out great recommendations. I bought the Pixi Glowy Gossamer duo because of her, and I only use this one shade. This duo is in Delicate Dew. This one I only use it in the summer because otherwise it gets way too dark for me. Lighter shade on top, darker shade on the bottom. This is a very beautiful light reflective formula, and I like using it with a very fluffy brush so the light catches and gets more diffused. If I pack it on, it kind of emphasizes texture that I didn't know I had, which is strange. But if you use it with a fluffy brush, with something that diffuses the pigment, and then you work it into the skin, specifically in circular motions, then you're good. Also bought, because of her, the Catrice One Drop Coverage Weightless Concealer. Another Catrice concealer, the Liquid Camouflage, and if you've been on my channel, you're sick of it by now. That one is my holy grail, so I was like, oh, she likes Catrice. And I like Catrice. That's a match made in heaven. Let's go spend my money at the drugstore. I entered Deme, like the Deutsch market thing. It's very popular in Europe. And if you shop at the Deme, you know that you go in there thinking you're gonna grab one thing, and you come out with a cart full of shit that you didn't know you needed, but then you end up enjoying nonetheless. It's like the Bermuda Triangle for my wallet. This one is really nice. It really is a one drop coverage thing. You gotta be really careful with how much you apply, specifically under the eyes, because a little goes a long way. It covers well. I don't find it creases. As I said, I am dry skinned, so I'm not sure how it would play on a more oily skin tone. I've had people tell me that the Catrice stuff has a scent. I don't feel it. You would think that with a nose like this, I would also have like powerful scent detecting abilities, but no, this is just decorative real estate. Really nice. I love this one. Another thing that I bought because of Sarah Hubler. If you haven't checked out her channel, you should. She is so chill, so relaxing. I love her declutter videos. I love how she explains so well why she liked one thing, why she didn't like one thing. She is a joy to listen to. This is the Too Faced Sweetie Pie bronzer, and it's my favorite bronzer. It is not neutral. It's a bit like a blush bronzer combo because it leans a bit red without being orange. I've swatched it right here on this side. What I like about this is that on lazy makeup days, I can just put this on and it looks like I am naturally this good looking and not like Casper the Friendly Ghost. It is really such a nice product, so smooth, it blends itself. I know it's a bit pricey, but like I only got 2 bronzers and this one is the love of my life for now. More Angelica Nyquist recommendations. She is the queen of colorful eyeshadow and indie makeup. And you would think that I would buy lots of eyeshadow because of her, but actually no, because I tend to live vicariously through her and then recreate with shit that I have at home. The thing that I bought because of her, she recently did a powder declutter. Powder and foundation or something like that. And she said that the Nabla powder was one of the best she's ever had. And I've had my sights on this bad boy for months, but I kept telling myself, oh, I already have plenty, even though, you know, me and Nabla have a special relationship. We, like, the brand doesn't know it, but I'm their soulmate. I think that would have more willpower, but no. The second day, Nabla gave out their Black Friday 40% off discount, so I was like, you know what, fuck it. I already won the new palette. Let's just grab a powder. Let's just grab that feathery case that I've always wanted. So here I am now with a new powder. I haven't used it much yet. I've just used it for the last 2 or 3 days. This is really nice, really smoothing, has slight blurring properties. Not a fan of it under the eyes, but I do love it all over the face. It's just such a pretty powder, and I love the compact. I love Nabla. Jamie Page made me buy the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. This one is in Shell Ivory. This is what I'm wearing on my face right now. I'm thinking of grabbing a darker shade. This one is a beautiful foundation, medium to low coverage. Very easy to blend, especially with a foundation brush. Really nice. Covers without being cakey or dry. I can prime as little or as much as I like and it still looks nice under the skin. It just melts really nicely. It doesn't feel like a... Oh god, I don't know how much this is in US dollars, but it was really cheap. It doesn't feel like a cheap foundation formula at all. The only annoying thing is that they keep putting fucking stickers on the cap, the store where I bought it from, and it just ruins the aesthetic. Mariah Leonard convinced me to get 3 things lately. First one being Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Ritz. This is a very high shine, high glitter, high reflect shadow. She said that it looked like the eye was wet. I would disagree. I think this is a very obviously glittery shade. Like, you can tell you got something going on, but it is beautiful. It's up here on top. It is really beautiful, really reflective, great to use on its own with a little bit of liner, great to use as a topper over either eyeshadow shades or as the main focus of a look with it all over the lid and then a matte in the crease. I think this is an absolutely beautiful formula. Mariah is such an aesthetic queen. I always enjoy what she recommends. I always enjoy her videos. I always feel like I'm learning something new from one of her videos, so that's always nice. Another thing that I bought from her is the Revlon concealer, and this is in a fair, clear, light, however you want to call it. This is a really nice medium coverage concealer. I really do like the formula. It really does make me look more awake. It is very covering, very easy to blend. I still like the Catrice more, but at this point, I feel that I'm just so obsessed with the Catrice that there's no backing down. But if I couldn't find the Catrice one day in stores, this would be second best to it. This I bought because of multiple YouTubers. Louise Poston being one, Samantha March, which also is like a really positive voice in the community. She's so chill, so nice. This is the Jouer Blush Duo, and I got it in a door. There was another one that was more peachy neutral that everybody kept talking about, but my problem was that I already have an array of peachy blushes and I didn't want any more of those. So these are the two colors over here. I think this is a really beautiful product. This blends so easily, it blends itself. It gives such a beautiful pastel flush to the cheeks without making it look like you have blush on, which sometimes is a look that I want to go for. Sometimes I just want to look like maybe she's born with it, maybe she's got a great makeup collection that's way too excessive for one singular person. Alana Davison made me buy two things. This is the Vichy Mineral 89, which I use as a moisturizer, but not like my last end deal of moisturizing. At night I put a layer of this on, and then I put a layer of my actual moisturizer, and it really seems to have been really beneficial for my skin. It makes me look plumper, more hydrated. I've been really enjoying it, and I've heard of Vichy for a while. Like my mom uses their products, my grandma sometimes uses some of their stuff. I feel that they're a classic, at least in Europe, and they're well loved for a reason, so I'm really starting to trust the brand. I've also gotten like their salicylic something in a green bottle for the breakouts that I'm getting because of hormones and shit and the curse that is being womanhood. I also got the Clinique Even Better Glow, which was my holy grail this summer, but it seems that this foundation works best when I'm a little oily slash sweaty, so that is only in these warmer months. The more I tried to use it this winter, the more it seemed like it created a weird sort of texture on my face. Like it's not something bothersome or particularly visible, and I would still wear it day to day. Like I don't have any issues, but I can see that it's not performing as great as it did in the summer. So if you're not as dry as me, if not like a dry to normal, Marvo is literally fucking up my camera. Please don't. Please stop fucking with my camera, sir. Could you? Just a bit oilier than me, then I think this would work a charm for you. Because of Athlete, I bought the Milk Kush mascara. And I didn't buy it immediately. I think I saw the video where she said she loved it like a year back. And then I only got this when Milk came into Sephora Romania and I could grab a mini without paying my arm and a leg and my firstborn shipping. Oh my god, this holy grail mascara lengthens my lashes, gives me volume, makes them fluffy, doesn't make my eyes feel heavy. It's so easy to just remove with whatever makeup remover I'm using. Oh, I love it so much. I don't think I'm ever going to buy the full size simply because full size mascaras aren't worth it, especially since you have to toss them so often, but I'll keep rebuying the mini. It's worth it. Last but not least, Shelby Wilson is one of my favorite YouTubers. I feel that every video of hers I learn something new. She keeps touting the many virtues of this Real Technique setting brush. She's right. This is great for everything. Great for applying powder under the eyes. Great for applying powder in this area. Great for applying powder over here where I've got redness and I gotta set the concealer. Great for blush if I need it. Great for setting my primer. Great for highlighter. Like I want like 10 of these just so I don't have to wash this one as often. Excellent. Beautiful multitasking product, a must have. Okay guys, this was it. This was the list of shit that I bought because of YouTube. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below what is some of the stuff that you bought because of YouTube. I'm really curious to hear it. And again, thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. Welcome to all of the new people. I hope I don't freak you out too much. And I'll see you on the next day of Miyamas, which is coming tomorrow to make up for today's lateness. Wonderful evening, morning, second breakfast, third lunch, whatever it is where you're from. Bye!